Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So Jeremy Fowler of ESPN just put out a pretty interesting article slash list here where ESPN goes and surveys league executives, coaches, and scouts to help them put together a quote unquote top 10 players list at 11 different positions. And not only did Jets running back Breece Hall make the list, he was ranked second, which is sweet, right? Because again, this list is compiled with data from scouts, coaches, and executives. It's not just, it's not like you're just asking me and I'm a Jets fan, I'd be saying Breece Hall is easily a top 3 running back in football. This is cool because it's external, right? There's no biases here or anything like that. So let's see what, because there's actually quotes attached to each running back. And I guess before we dive, directly into the Breece Hall stuff, we can go down the list. So Christian McCaffrey was ranked number 1, Breece Hall number 2, Nick Chubb number 3, Saquon Barkley number 4. Who else? Jonathan Taylor at 5, Bijan Robinson at 6, Josh Jacobs at 7, Jahmyr Gibbs, Detroit Lions at 8, Derrick Henry, Ravens at 9, and then finally at spot number 10, Travis Etienne, which is a pretty, I feel like that's a pretty high ranking for him. And by the way, this just popped in my head, right? Just going down like through this top 10 list here. The running back shelf life, if you will, is nuts. I'm so like for such a long time, like Kamara was on that list, Derrick Henry, up towards the top. Dalvin Cook, right? Dalvin Cook, all those years with the Minnesota Vikings, like so productive, so good, and you just kind of feel like over the span of one season or at the snap of a finger, that these guys are just off the list. They're just lapped by younger running backs, if you will. So let's dive into the Breece Hall stuff here. So a quote-unquote high-ranking NFL official said that he's a natural rusher with acceleration through the hole. He's got power and can create his own shot by making someone miss. Here's another one. Legit dual threat, a glider with high level change of direction and vision. This is actually coming from a personnel evaluator. Home run hitter with the ball in his hands, can grind volume, create explosives at any moment. Yeah, I 100% agree. I think one of the great things about Breece Hall, he's so well-rounded. He could run through the inside, he could run to the outside, he could catch passes. He has acceleration, he has quickness to put moves on guys, but he also has power to run through players as well. He can get to the second level extremely easily. You never really feel like he has to come off the field or is winded or gassed. Like he's just like this do-it-all running back, and look, we knew this when he was coming out of the NFL draft. Like he was the number 1 running back for a reason. There was so much hype with Breece Hall, and again, rightfully so, but like he has completely lived up to his draft position. He's, in my opinion, exceeded it by a mile. Again, second round pick here, 23 years old, still so much tread on the tires, so much gas left in the tank. I really, feel like Breece Hall should be here for a long, long time. That being said, though, again, going back to the running back shelf life, will Joe Douglas end up giving him an extension? Because, if we think back, he was in the same draft class as Sauce Gardner, Jermaine Johnson, Garrett Wilson, as that second rounder. So, with these guys' contracts coming to an end, will Breece get that extension? Will Breece, get that multi-year contract by Joe Douglas and the Jets? I would love to say yeah, because we are seeing running backs, younger running backs who are really good wind up on new teams at like the midway part of their career. We just saw that with Josh Jacobs. We just saw that with Saquon Barkley. 2 guys on this top 10 list here. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Where do you stand with Breece Hall? Do you believe he's a top 2 running back according to this list? I think for me, I always try to like to play it safe with these lists because I know people always have different opinions. I think worst case scenario, he's top 5. He's a top 5 running back, but for me, I want to put him in the top 3 category. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. And as always, go Jets.